On this episode of Daily Dose of Stupid, we have some stupid commentary. No surprise there. This time it's on a video of the Suncourt Equalizer EQ2 Register Booster fan model HC300. So let's just read the stupid thing first, and then we'll talk about all the things that are wrong with it. They actually left two comments. This is the first one. It's from Geoffrey. And he or she writes, "So, you are reviewing the old product designed and built in China in 1996 and not the new product with this name built in the USA in 2022? That does not seem fair. And you are not an HVAC expert. You are not demonstrating this on an air vent like it was designed to be, nor are you using an anemometer to measure the volume of air movement or a thermometer to show what changes in temperature the device may or may not be affecting. All you are showing is how the old version acts when sitting on your workbench. This object is not designed to be sitting flat on a solid patch of carpet or face up on a workbench, but over a vent, which is an opening that already has air flowing through it. All this device is meant to do is increase said airflow. And even in your demonstration of the old version of this product made in 1996, you show that the airflow is better to the sides. You know, as if it were dispersing air around the room. It's sad that you don't take the prevailing opinion of others who have bought and used it into account. On Amazon, for instance, the new version has 335 reviews, with 88% of reviewers giving it a 4 out of 5 or better rating, with only 6% of reviewers giving a 2 out of 5 or worse rating. https://www.amazon.com/product-reviews/b08b9gq b11/rf=d_d_cr_d_1 And then their other comment is over here on the same video. We're talking about how the air moves through the fan and whatnot, and he or she says, "I do not think you are using the word aerodynamics correctly." Alright, so let's start with this one because this is much easier to deal with. So if we search for the word aerodynamics, according to the NASA.gov website, which for the purposes of research, a .gov website is the most credible. And it says, aerodynamics is the way air moves around things. So if we're talking about a fan sitting in a box with a guard in front and behind, and we're talking about the way the air moves through the guard, through the blade, through the box, and out the front guard, how the heck is it not aerodynamics? It doesn't get much clearer than that. That is aerodynamics by the stinking definition. So that's stupid. Okay, so now we have this one. So, which you should never start a sentence with so. No intellectual piece of commentary starts with so. You are reviewing the old product. Well, yeah, because the video is over 2 years old. So there's no way a video recorded in 2020 could talk about a product built in 2022 because it didn't exist yet. So are we now to say that every single video that ever existed for a product before the next revision came out is no longer fair? Are we supposed to just vaporize all the old videos the second a new product comes onto the scene? That's ridiculous. And you are not an HVAC expert. Actually, I happen to have an HVAC license, and I've taken courses on it, so arguably I could be. I'm not demonstrating this on an air vent like it was designed to be, right? Because it's just a testing video to show the fan. Nor are you using an anemometer Yeah, because it probably doesn't even move 0.01 mile per hour. It wouldn't even register. And not only that, and the anemometer doesn't show volume, it shows speed of the air. Or a thermometer, which there's nothing to show because a fan does not change the temperature of air. An air conditioner changes the temperature of the air. A heater changes the temperature of the air. A fan moves the air from point A to point B and does nothing to the temperature. So using a thermometer, inconsequential. All I'm showing is how the old version acts when sitting on your workbench. Exactly! That's all I'm trying to show. Duh! Nowhere does this say review, trashing the product, in-depth analysis of the performance. This is the fan I found, and this is how it operates. That's it. That's all the video promises. This object, ooh, it's an object now, is not designed to be sitting flat on a solid patch of carpet. No. Or face up on a workbench, but over a vent, which is an opening that already has air flowing through it. No kidding. All this device is meant to do is increase the airflow. Okay. And even in your demonstration of the old version from 1996, which I'm pretty sure the video even says that the product was from 1996. Let me just go ahead and confirm that. Make sure. Do I show the informations at all? Let's see. I want to make any inaccurate claims because accuracy is important. And I was to say, actually, I'm mistaken. It looks like it could hang on a wall too. It's got wall holes. But what this should have been made with is a one of those blower wheel style fans. Here's the informations. It's model HC300, made in China, of course. I'm sure that there's probably a date code hidden in there somewhere. I didn't explicitly say I don't think it was made in 1996, but I'm not hiding it. It's clearly there. If you know how to decipher that serial number to get the date code, then there it is. So that's that. The airflow, you're not dispersing it around the room. You just said it's supposed to increase the airflow from a vent, not move the air around a room. It's sad. This is the part that, like, this is where my brain cells just fell out on the floor and died. It's sad. It's a stinking cheap fan. Who cares? I have a number of products I think are fantastic. I like Uniden phones, for example. I think they're the best cordless phone ever made. A lot of people have come to me and said, I think Panasonic phones are better because X, Y, and Z. Okay, cool. I don't care. It doesn't affect me. People can like different things. And for this person to say it's sad, I don't take into the prevailing opinions. Are you nuts? And who has time for this? Like, if you this is not a comment that was written in oops. This is not a comment that was written in 2 minutes. He or she sat there for a good amount of time, wrote this all, got links, reread it to catch any typos, and then posted it. He or she spent some time on this thing. This is a problem. There's so many people that they need to find something to do. They need to get a job. They need to volunteer somewhere. They need to get hobbies. They need to just go to sleep. They need to do something and shut off their computer or their stupid iPhone or whatever it is that they use to access the internet, because they get into stuff like this, and this is a waste of time. This is stupid. And then they capitalize everything. If you want to underscore something, bold or italics is reasonable. Not blasting uppercase everywhere, and they're underscoring items that aren't even that important. Now let's look at Amazon reviews, because Amazon reviews are just a telltale of everything. Give me a break. The Amazon reviews are a joke and a half. They're a joke. Half of them probably are written by people that work at the company. A big chunk of them are written by people that were paid to do the reviews or given the product at no cost. And then after that bias is set aside, you have the fact that most people only write a review when they're really angry or really satisfied. So that right there kind of knocks off the credibility of reviews. And look at this. They mention 4 out of 5 or 1 or 2, but they don't mention 3. And the reality is, I think the 3s are some of the most important, because those are written by people that are level-headed. Let's take a look. So, only 63% of people, allegedly, were completely satisfied. And you can't please everybody, but that's not really a high percentage. If you get to 70, 80%, that starts to get pretty high. But 63%, and again, that's an alleged 63%, I can almost guarantee you that more than half of those are bogus. It's not that impressive. So let's take a look at the 3s here, which are the reviews written by people who were neither thrilled nor completely dissatisfied. And so you're going to find here that most of these comments are totally reasonable. I have cathedral ceilings in my bedroom. This product pushes out more air, but not seeing much of a difference in the temperature. What a reasonable piece of commentary. It does move air, but doesn't pull from a register very well. It's just a hollow plastic housing with no real seal. Adding foam ceiling strips helped, but the fan is still weak and noisy. Totally reasonable. Didn't work to reduce temperatures at all, unfortunately. Totally reasonable. Extremely noisy. Noise is not worth the amount of air moved. Extremely reasonable. Hard TP get 3 units to run currently. I have no idea what that's trying to say. Need to turn on high to get cool air to flow. Well, aside from that one, the rest of these are super reasonable. But no, we have to focus on extremes. 4 or 5 stars or 1 or 2 stars. And if you look at those reviews, they're all just people talking. They're just talking and talking. I mean, look how long these things are. Sentence after sentence after. It's just a stupid little fan. How much can you say about it? I mean, now you get people talking about cutting corners and building things. This is all just filler. And it's reviews like this where I can almost guarantee you that they were paid, because they're just talking and talking. They're flipping icons in there now. I mean, this is ridiculous. This one really moves some air. There are 8 fan speeds. I currently have mine level 3, and it keeps the bedroom nice and cool. Great purchase. Okay, cool. Lovely. I'm sure some of these are fine. Like this one is probably very reasonable. The room is much cooler than what a big difference the equalizer makes. You can adjust equalizer different setting. Just plug it in and set the setting. Fine, that one's probably fine. But a lot of these are bogus. A lot of them. And then you get the same thing with the negative reviews. You get all this talking. Just say it doesn't work. All this talking and talking. Now we got photographs. So, I just don't get this. I mean, who cares? It's a cheap fan, a video of a cheap fan on the internet. Why on earth does this arise so much rage and anger to write a nasty, degrading comment like this? And to back it up with something as non-credible as Amazon reviews? That's just amazing. These people never fail to amaze me.